All right, welcome back. Josh Kelly, former co-host and executive producer of the Andrew Z and Demetrius in the Morning, recently announced his departure from radio to enter into the world of podcasting. Today, he joins us with AK Dash to talk about their new podcast, A Place to Start. So first and foremost, thank you for being here.
Thank you.
I appreciate the opportunity. I mean, I've been a fan of yours for a long time. We had some experiences back in the day. So, no, I greatly appreciate the opportunity.
Right.
I mean, we just met.
I don't know what that means, but
We just met, but I'm highly impressed with you, sir.
Well said, well said.
Save.
That was a good save on his part. You can tell he's done morning radio for a while.
There you go. All right, so we are talking about your podcast.
Yes, ma'am.
Of course, your voice, very recognizable. People
appreciate
might know that voice, but you're taking a step away from the funny, if you will,
Yes,
and you're
yes.
talking about something that's really important to you. So how has mental health impacted your life?
So I've actually dealt with severe depression the majority of my life. And in radio, I've always believed in being very transparent and very open, but this is a subject that's never really been discussed yet. And it got to a point where I was in recently a toxic work environment, kind of stepped away and didn't really understand just how unhealthy the environment was. And I was having a string of down days and really just gotten, in my own head and started asking questions. And I'm like, well, why is it like this? It's something that I always just kind of accepted because it's always been there. So I started asking some questions, started looking up some stuff, and just in these general conversations I was having with some people close to me, they let me know that they were also dealing with some mental health issues. And I mean, friends that I've had for 20 years, we just never discussed this. And mental illness is very personal and very unique to the said individual. But when you're having these conversations, you do realize that there is some comparisons between the two. There, you can relate one to the other, and it helped me feel better. And I just started asking, these questions, and I just thought that my time and my voice could be used for something better. Talking about, Chili from TLC dating Joy Lawrence's younger brother. That's one thing. But this seems more important and something, a real passion project that I wanted to kind of get involved with.
Was that Matthew Lawrence, by the way?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
It is.
All right, and you have AK with you too, so
Yes,
you
ma'am.
brought on a partner and a friend for this project.
I've actually only met AK about 6 months ago, but we had instant chemistry from the beginning. And when I put together this project, I wanted to address things from my perspective, but I also wanted to address things from the outside perspective. 1 out of 5 U.S. American adults deal with mental illness in any given year. So the people that have to deal with someone with mental illness from the outside, so we're talking a family member, a parent, a spouse, a brother, co-workers, they have their own frustrations and their own questions and, things that they would like to ask. And with someone who deals with mental illness, you kind of, go within, you withdraw, and, you're not really willing to talk about those feelings so much. And I wanted her to be a part of it, to kind of give me her perspective, her life experiences as well. And just in casual conversations, she has a ton of stories, and there are some sensitive subjects, like in episode 1, which drops this Friday. She talked about a abusive relationship she was in where she actually had a knife held up to her throat. So there's some real serious stuff that we discuss.
Okay, and what do you hope to bring to
I just want to take the stigma off of mental health. That's really always been my goal. I want people to know that it's okay to talk about, because everybody goes through something. So I really just want to be transparent to everybody, and everybody just know that you're not alone in any of this.
And recalling something like Josh was talking about, that experience in a public forum, how difficult or therapeutic is that?
It's both. It's definitely difficult, but it's therapeutic as well, because I think the only way you can get through something is to go through it, to feel through it. And so feeling through it and actually going through those emotions really helps get to the other side of things for me. So.
Okay, well, guys, thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate you being vulnerable, sharing that. And of course, that conversation continues. That first episode of the new podcast, it actually is dropping Friday at midnight.
Friday at midnight. And real quick, but before we go, if you are suffering or know someone that's suffering, there are people that are willing to help. You can remain anonymous. Please contact the Suicide and Lifeline crisis line. It's at 988. You can call or text, and you also can find that information on joshkellyproject.com.
Well, thank you both. We really
Thank you
appreciate
so
you
much.
being here.
Thank you. I appreciate it.